dash dance, he'll work the fade in, fade out aerials, but against Puff herself, it can get really tricky. We're going right into it.
Yep.
Actually, no hand warming.
And Wizzrobe working his way out of the corner.
All right. We'll check there, see if you're getting a little frisky in the corner. He'll just go ahead and throw that pound out.
And okay, something we're seeing from Wizzrobe is this little stagger dash. Ooh, hold on. Oh.
Yeah.
No long extended combo, but Puff still scary percent.
Yeah,
Very scary percent.
This is down throw knee right here if you can get it, but Hungrybox with good DI on these up airs, not worrying too much.
Wizzy with a quick crouch cancel on that up air, not wanting to get trapped with a rest and suddenly lose this momentum that he's got going for himself.
Wow, just finds his way in between the timing of the back airs and is really able to sink that in.
We saw a similar jump, double jump pattern from Hungrybox that Wizzy actually caught earlier with an up air. This time he actually called it out even harder and turned it into a knee.
48% off Raptor Boost. Yeah, it was really solid because he was just able to kind of finish that off. I don't know if Hungrybox is going to eliminate that from play or if we're going to see him change it out from the mix-up tree, but
you know what's crazy is between Swedish and Wizzy, we've seen so much adaptation around the crouch that Hungrybox has not gotten a real punish off of the things that Crouch has dodged.
Yeah.
It's forced them to play around it, but at the same time, Hungrybox, he's at this point where he assumes that they're not going to do something like grab the crouch, and so he's not ready to rest it. Wizzy coming out swinging in this game one.
This is, yeah, he is just moving right now. He's punishing him for fading low extremely well. And when Hungrybox does take up resonance, I missed that DI in the first one. Just a rest right there. Raw Star KO is going to give him the time to wake up from his nap.
Yep.
And we'll move back into it.
But even though you don't want to lose any stock if at all possible, but right now you're 3-2. You've been playing well.
Okay. Residence being taken up on the top platform a little bit.
Again, we see Wizzy, something that he was doing a lot of in their first set, which is comes down with that aerial space and fastball shield, knowing that at this low percent, since HBox is going to be holding down, odds are what he has to worry about more than getting a combo is avoiding a counter hit.
Yeah, one adaptation that we saw, oh my goodness.
A full carry across the stage, tracking Hungrybox's DI, and not able to kill though.
One thing Hungrybox has been doing, a dash to cover that, to get out of situations where Wizzy will cross him up with knee and start a gentleman, is he'll wave dash out and then immediately start the back air. Wasn't able to get it in that last interaction, which did lead to his death, but we see it coming out here and there. Oh, all right. It goes for the verse, gets the tech.
Actually getting the tech off of that, that is insane.
If there's a man to do it, it's Wizzrobe. Nice tracking.
Yeah, there are a few things that some characters, if you're going to be good with that character, it demands that you be good at this one thing. With Falcon, it's going to be brute forcing your way back onto the stage with really strong DI and teching. You've got to be able to ledge tech as Falcon, or else your up B is just going to get blown up all day long.
Good SDI from Hungrybox getting out of that nair. Oh, just touches him, but a buffer roll back.
Wizzy has his jump, he's just going to hold in. Now he tries to go for a little bit of a drift back, but HBox tracks it, and one stock two.
I mean, this is kind of what we saw with winner's side set. Don't want to call it here, but we'll see what HBox can perform for us.
Wizzy just sticking out those legs.
Wow.
Catches it right out of the air.
It's only there, but he's from the other side of the stage, makes it back.
Little power shield action. But Hungrybox not in a position where he can look for a rest unless he can take this stock.
Yep. That's where it gets rough, and he'll find him there. Goes and just up airs him.
Yep, at that percent,
yep.
Knows it's going to kill, says, I don't need to place a knee. I barely even need to track your DI. I'm going to dash, see where you go. I'm going to flick the stick. That's game one for Wizzy.
Wizzy seeming a lot more willing to just go ahead, get one straight hit, either jump and shield or buffer roll out. Because Hungrybox was tracking him a lot on his rolls, particularly in the Yoshi's game. But he's also working a lot off top platform. Let's see Hungrybox go ahead and assume position on side plat to see if he can punish that with being able to assault horizontal with the back here. But instead he'll just run to the other side platform and then run to the ground and play the ground game. So he's doing a good job of abusing Puff's inability to get to the top platform easily.
And it's the situation where, like, you want them to fight you where you are strong. Jigglypuff, she's got the back and forth. She's got the left and right. Falcon, he's got the up and down. So if you're going to weave around her back air, it's going to be with mix-ups in your vertical speed.
That'll be the stock. Should be. Yep.
No jump for Wizzy.
While we're here, I wonder what the JJ tag stands for. Is he a fan of the JJ the Jet playing a perennial and oftentimes lauded program? I don't know.
Maybe like sandwiches.
We'll figure it out one day. Back into it, though.
And no speed off of that neutral air. Wizzy looking for a knee conversion. Hungrybox will take it though, because any chance to continue surviving. I feel like at this point he would gladly take a rest for a stock trade.
Oh, definitely. If you can get it out, why not? Yeah, you see that drop down up air just being used to cover Hungrybox opting for ledge or lower. Yes, it's just covers so much space. Stop, grab, throw, up air. Boom.
Yep, exact same situation that Wizzy closed the game out with.
Okay. Yeah, and he's just seems unafraid to have to deal with this. Like even when down, he's willing until Hungrybox starts assuming that side plat position. Oof. Oh.
Very unfortunate for Wizzy, but that's a quick lead for Hungrybox.
Yeah, that is a big boon for him. And you see him, he's already just waiting there for him. He says, if you're going to be on plat, I'll be over here too. Just waiting, hoping to encroach on your space.
Now if he can actually find that rest, then he's not even going to have to worry about a stock trade. That'd be a substantial lead.
Yeah, that'd be pretty money, gotta say. Okay.
Got the kicks trying to catch an impulse jump from Wizzrobe. Wizzrobe not doing it though. When he gets hit, he says, okay, I'm going to get my shield out. I'm going to figure out what to do from here.
Also, one thing I'm absolutely adoring from Wizzrobe is how much he switches up. Oh, Falcon Punch.
Yeah, dude, let's go.
Okay.
Wizzrobe.
Do it for the people at home.
Giving the crowd what they want.
Okay, stop. Meteor cancel into down air of his own. Catch him on the plat, roll in. Sometimes at percentages like that, you do want to roll in anyway, even though they're maintaining presence, just so you can get a little bit more survivability and have the possibility to tempt
What?
as well.
That was just
nuts.
0 to death?
That was nuts.
That was insane.
Oh my
I was
goodness.
a little surprised to see Hungrybox continuing to DI in, but he just kept the wheel of fortune going. He's looking to do it again. This is a sudden turnaround.
Oh, all right.
That quick up air out of shield looking to convert into something very deadly, and he's still got the techs on deck.
Oh man. And it goes high, fairly ambiguous drift, but he's caught the reverse end of the back air. Just opting for up air.
And right now, Dreamland actually working pretty solidly in Wizzrobe's favor. He's not going to die off the top, doesn't want to die off the side. But are you going to kill him? You going to wait for him to SD 2 more times?
There, look, he's just catching him as he's fading down. Hungrybox hasn't been able in this... Oh, he went the wrong way. So Hungrybox hasn't been able in this set so far to cross up Wizzy's shield from the back to the front. An instant up air is there, always waiting for him.
Yeah.
It just becomes this prickly pear. He's not able to touch him as soon as he gets that cross up, and all of a sudden positioning becomes a lot more difficult as you're worrying about a dash dancing Falcon shield pivoting. And you have to make the sudden decision, do I cross up now? Am I able to observe quickly enough? Aerial drift should be able to work with it. All right.
And what Wizzrobe has been utilizing during this entire set so far has been, probably the entire time we've seen him on stream actually, is he's been using this little staggered dash dance. He's not just using like one spacing of it, he's going da 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 da, and that's letting him maintain like a small, right there.
Yeah, right there.
Just able to dash around to react quickly, but at the same time retreat slowly, even while dashing. It's an amazing technique, and it's what's letting him avoid Hungrybox without getting caught on the back, and that is going to put Wizzy in the lead for game 3. He's working on a 30
and
a reset.
Oh my goodness, just barely getting out. Another one, and he just is picking it up so quickly and putting it right back down. Oh my goodness.
He is hitting hard.
Yeah, he is a freight train right now. And another standoff here. He gets him.
Just lets it rip, man.
Oh my goodness.
That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, you figure like if you can get that full charge immediately, you don't all of a sudden don't have to worry nearly as much. Back here and grab. Wow.
And that quick DI track is going to get another up air. This is serious punish game from Wizzrobe coming out. Even if it doesn't end with a knee, right now Hungrybox has to worry about stray up air knee, down throw knee.
Yeah.
3 stock to 1. Was he going to get a quick reset?
It's possible. I mean, it's looking really solid for him right now. Just the way he's been able to move in the ground game. Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
And he's going to take that.
But he will get rest punish here. We'll see what he can get.
He's going to hold down, gets his tech. And
there's that counterplay to that first tech down. He just gets that second stomp in. Wow.
He just hits him with another quick 2-piece into knee.
Oh,
got that crouch. Says, I'll do it again.
That is it. That is the reset 3-0 for Wizzrobe. Oh my goodness.
Hungrybox got some thinking to do, man.
Yeah, he's got a lot on his plate to look for here. I do think that with just how Wizzy's been playing, particularly the ground game, that those just ever so slightly fading away dash dances. He's working right around Puff, and he's letting her encroach on his space, letting him come in. Jackets have come off on both ends, though. This is where the money is.
Yeah.
This is where it gets serious.
The action's heating up, so are the players. We're going into our second set. Think we're going Battlefield Game 1 again?
I would think so.
Seems reasonable.
We might have to strike for it, though. That's the important part.
Policy must be followed.
Gotta get your rules in there, man.
Right now, the real question is, what adaptations does HBox need to make? Does he just need to play a little better?
He's been floating and fading in really aggressively for this whole set. He's been going for some pretty balls-to-the-walls options. I'm interested to see if he's going to start slowing it down a little bit more. We didn't see him work the corner too much, even when he was down, because a lot of the things that kind of let him bring things back with that, he would change the pace of the game and move it back on his terms. He would make them work for even just that last little kill. And we didn't get a whole lot of that with the first set. And so I think the second set, if he brings that in, we'll see some changes.
Yeah. There were some cases in their first set where we saw Wizzrobe get a potential conversion into kill, and then he just brings up the shield, doesn't want to get counter hit, assumes he was going to miss. In this case, he's been on point with every single follow-up.
Yeah,
and it's been showing. Like, he gets one touch, boom, 40%. He gets another touch, ends in a knee.
I haven't seen a Falcon combo puff like this in a hot minute.
Certainly not Hungrybox's puff.
No. All right. We were hovering over Yoshi's, but I don't think that's where we're going to be, in all honesty. I think that it was a good call by Wizzrobe. Didn't have to do any counter picking this time, but if we maintain and just see if he's sticking away from that, could see this go even further beyond.
Find out.
All right. The glasses cleaning cloth coming into play.
Wizzy takes his time.
Yeah. I mean, you got to make sure that you can see the whole screen.
True. There are video games. It helps to be able to see them.
I would agree.
So I've heard.
You know, it's just hearsay, really.
Vision's overrated.
Agreed.
Got to play by feel. Where do we go? Let's go, man.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
So
okay.
cold.
Running it right back to FD.
It's chilly in
at the
here.
start of the set. All right.
I'm a little surprised, but at the same time, based on the stages that they're going to strike, not that surprised.
Yeah, it probably came down between Battlefield and FD on one end or the other.
HBox calling out that jump, rapid taps, but we have seen Wizzrobe with an equivalent punish game, maybe even stronger, because he keeps getting to the ground, gets the shield up.
Yeah, look at him go. He's just completely willing to see about scouting that landing out. Falcon is one of the few characters that can challenge Puff's landings quickly on the ground, just because it's difficult for other characters to kind of run up behind her as she's fading away with his backers. But off he goes and catches him as he comes down. That is going to be the first stock for
Right there,
Hungrybox.
Hungrybox wasn't double jumping into the follow-up backers. He was actually landing first. That ensured that when he went off the level, he still had all his jumps. So even when he missed his final hit, he was still able to keep tracking Wizzy down, because he still had all of his double jumps. And again,
There's that call out.
Jump bear, double jump. Wizzrobe's creeping in with that knee, catches HBox holding away.
Yeah, he's just maintaining really solid positioning in regards to, like, he's able to threaten that constantly. And when HBox doesn't go out there and get that, like, oh, the knee for that too. All right.
Almost down over. Wizzrobe right now, it's just all over HBox's movement.
Yeah.
He's tracking the drift. He's moving into a place where he can work these up airs. And again,
Wow, just crosses up, gets that grab, and takes the lead right out of Hungrybox's hands.
Hungrybox has been mixing up the DI too. It is not easy to reaction track Puff's DI off of throws.
Yeah, it's tricky. She's a small target too, so you got to know exactly where to hit her.
Right there, Hungrybox actually had
hit
to
trade.
burn an extra jump in order to turn around so that he could actually start the back air wall. When Wizzy traded with him, if it had actually been a clean hit on Wizzrobe's part, would have been an easy survival because HBox had to drift all the way back to stage.
Yeah. I like that he just regular get up from ledge there and immediately started encroaching on the Wizzy, just jumping in. Oh, got stuck in it, but he's fine actually. Back hit jab, goes for the nipple spike, then reground Hungrybox.
Didn't find it, but we're still in knee death percent for that grab. And again,
Oh, and again.
HBox.
Yeah, he's just crouching, but pound on the ground. Not working out. And Wizzrobe up a full stock. There's 23% tacked on.
Oh, Hungrybox already finding himself almost out of safety range to rest.
Yeah, 31, 41. Yeah, this isn't looking like one where he can just get it. He has to go ahead and get the combos.
He's got his touchdown.
Yeah.
Draws out that knee, but was he able to re-grab? He's got the corner, and he is playing patient. Hungrybox.
Finds the forward smash out of the roll. All right,
I think he
Wizzy.
caught Wizzrobe trying to dash back because that was
That
not
was some rough DI.
optimal DI.
Yeah, that was some rough DI. All right, yep, and seeing if he can scout that out again. I like that he went for that after the double jab, finds the knee, only 74% though. We're going to get into the 80s to be able to finish this off for Wizzy. But this is so close. Oh, the up air to catch. Gets the grab as he's coming down.
I like that play from Hungrybox. He actually fades back down to the ground, doesn't try to turn it into a hard conversion. He is still living.
Yeah, the trade there almost coming out in his favor. Another up air. He's just willing to just trade out anything at this point. Oh, he didn't get the...
And that is it. You see
saw
that
that
smash
SDI.
DI.
He warped.
That is crazy.
Oh my goodness. So
Hungrybox
the
turn
thing
around.
there, he missed the drop down for the up air. So he was trying to get that low fade, but he just ran off up aired instead. So he didn't drop down and jump back. So if he had that, he might have been able to nail that first game in. But unfortunately, slide drop in the input, or maybe just a stylistic change, and that game went to HBox, pulling it out.
Yep.
Really impressive. That STI, somebody screen capped that because he was full character model removal.
That was insane.
Oh my goodness.
Unfortunately, it's not going to save you, but it looked cool.
Yeah. That is some serious SDI.
So now the question is, where are we going? I mean, he could run it back. He did just fine in the first set. That was a close game, minus that final rest.
Where are we dropping, fellas? All right. Headphones back on. Adjust the glasses.
Like this is legitimately a mystery to me
Pokemon
because
Stadium.
I like Pokemon, going to be good. Once this one is gone, I don't think we're going to see him running it back to Yoshi's.
No, I
think he played just fine on Battlefield and Dreamland.
I think he needs the space that he's been working with. Like with how HBox works in the scramble situation, it's so difficult to get past him that you don't want to constantly playing close. You want to be able to work in that mid-close range and sort of see what you can catch while he barely comes into the cusp of that space.
Hungrybox right now.
Yeah.
Hey man, he's playing it slow. Every time he has come in, like he has bulldozed, like you said.
Yeah.
Oh, Wizzy there with a stray hit turns it into a full conversion. He's taking his time, man.
Yeah, Hungrybox is completely content to work this 12% lead, but as that goes, he just jumps right in there. And, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, great follow through there. And
Attacks back to the ground. Would have really liked to see Wizzy ground out right there and continue chasing him.
Oh.
We see a knee. That's the scary thing about Falcon's ground speed is when he does a rising up air with you, he travels with you as you are launched. This is what is letting Wizzrobe do just a double jump in place into the knee follow-up.
Yeah, and you get that velocity maintained. Yeah. That is the big thing about Melee that distinguishes it from the other games in the titles, other than 64, is that you maintain velocity as you move.
See Wizzy thinking better of that chase off stage, and hey, there's that.
Oh, he actually rolled in this time. Hungrybox has been he's just been doing a neutral get up every time. And I think that's because Puff has such terrible tech rolls, is that he was thinking, well, it'd be better to do this, but this one time, he went and went for it. Oh, gets the regrab off stage, covers himself with the knee. Oh, wow.
Oh, and right there, Wizzy realized that he would, if he had timed that differently, he would have actually crashed into that little lip on the right side.
Yeah, that's why I think he missed the knee, is because he just had to opt for up air instead, a little bit further out. Good recognition in terms of choosing your option, but didn't get that kill. That's the rough part. So now he's got to work for this whole neutral exchange all over again.
But he isn't quite the advantage. He gets to keep on holding down. He's just got to watch.
Yep, there's that back air again. He is getting called out really hard for that.
He is not afraid to go for it.
As soon as HBox makes it known that he's going to commit to that second jump, Wizzrobe is there.
Right there, Wizzy knows he's not going to reach it, but he also wants to force that jump because he says, as you're jumping, I'm going to fast fall down. I'm going to be able to keep chasing you. HBox drifting in a bit. Strong DI, though.
Yeah, he is holding on to this stock. All right, goes for the back air forward tilt, and another pivot back air just coming out right after it. Small dash back, blocks it in.
It's interesting because one of the things that Falcon struggles with in some other matchups is actually working against HBox as well, which is backers are... Oh, is that it? That is it.
Oh,
3 stock to 1.
Yep. No stranger to making these back, though, but I think with the way that Wizzy's playing, it's going to be needing a tone shift for how Hungrybox is.
That was instant so fast. Turn up air. Hungrybox already at 40%, and at the corner of the stage.
Another call out on those back airs. If it hits that low one, is it will just shield, tries to just catch him. Down throw knee.
Down throw knee. It's 1-1 on the reset.
All right.
Hungrybox's counter pick. Dreamland?
Dreamland, I think. Probably wants that longevity. I mean, even though you can only afford so much. we'll see what
Thing
comes
is
of it.
he keeps getting clipped at the edge of the stage when you're halfway to the blast zone from the edge. Like, Knee's still going to kill you pretty early.
Definitely will.
The question is, is he taking him to Fountain?
Possibly.
Fountain's tangly. Might
Possibly.
get those, get towards the platforms.
It's little scuffle situations.
Nope.
But Dreamland to it.
He wants the space. The eternal trade-off, the space that they can use to run away from you versus the space you need to survive.
Yeah. I think with how HBox is playing at ledge and how efficient Wizzrobe has been on calling him out for his habits there, almost. It's going to require a change. And while it is difficult and you do want to be able to threaten space with those back airs, here we go. That's
Rapid
text.
tap, got those jumps back. Is he able to come
Oh.
on to the stage just above him?
Slide off.
Didn't quite hit the movement right after that neutral air. I think he actually had the opportunity to land a knee afterwards, but
Good
didn't
catch on the
hurt.
initial
Right now,
dash and back air.
stock one.
right.
Hungrybox, but precarious percent.
Right to the ledge. There it is again, but he faded back ever so slightly more, and I think that Wizzy just wasn't quite at the positioning where he could get that up air. Still manages to find his way in though.
What's insane to me is just how Wizzrobe is able to find these grabs. Hungrybox, he's incredibly good at getting away from it. He's incredibly good at sniffing out when you want to grab and crouching under it, but Wizzrobe is grabbing him right out of his jumps, and he's turning him into big percent. He's turning him into kills.
Yep, he's already 67% turning around this percent lead that HBox had. Down throw, knee again.
Finds another one,
Won't
but
kill.
Dreamland,
Wow.
doing your boy a favor.
All right. And even when HBox tries to get back on its space, the tracking by Wizzrobe has been so good as to be able to make it even more difficult to find a way in.
Wizzrobe, no impulsive roll in, just says, get up attack. I'm going to make it as hard as possible for you to land like a really meaty hit.
Yeah. HBox switched over his ledge a little bit, so he's actually fading in more with back air as opposed to trying to make you come in.
Actually wins cleanly in that case. That's gonna give Wizzrobe an entire new lease on life. And right now we see him facing backwards. At any point he has the opportunity to just dash back, go for an up air, or just try and punch his way back.
What?
Tech!
What a fantastic series by both of them. Just both surviving, but in such an insane fashion.
Hungrybox actually nailing the tech on the counter hit, and Wizzrobe nailing his as well, and we are still living.
Oh my goodness. 183% and 181 on Puff, but the back air will take that stock.
I think Wizzrobe was going for an edge cancel with the back air, didn't see an L cancel from him, so Hungrybox able to take that down, but
okay, yeah, he's looking for it.
Watch out for those up airs, and he drifts low. A little surprised to see that pound, but he wanted to turn around, and he's toast. 2-2.
Okay. Just immediately comes on, doesn't quite hit him with the upward angled forward tilt, stops, rolls behind, he tries to cover it with back air, but he doesn't hit the fast fall.
Rolls into the stage, says, I'm better off here, not going to kill, but that is big percent.
The presence of mind Wizzy's had regarding his up airs out of hit stun, he's so fast on them. He must match out instant incredibly quickly. Okay.
Said with that knee, realized he wasn't going to snap
he
the
got the
right
tech.
away, and he gets that tech again.
Oh my goodness. He's been afforded so much with just his complete and perfect techs this whole time.
Hey, again, Dreamland doing favors. Hungrybox has survived way longer than he has in any other game.
What? The counter hits he's been employing, he's been getting into these precarious situations and working them so well.
That's one of the nice things about up air. It does not have a lot of lag at the end, so you double jump up air, you're able to be really close to the apex of that double jump anyhow, so you barely lose anything.
Yeah. Okay, rolls out. All right. Great fast fall at the ledge, just doesn't have to deal with anything there. Slams down. Whew. All right, ledge the back air for that. Does have Falcon kick, but yep.
Can't
Reverse
tech
fair
what you
back
don't
kick.
reach. The last stock situation in game 3.
All right. Is he taking his time off the plat? HBox going high. Refreshing on top plat. A little bit of air camping here. I'm liking it.
I mean, it's going to be tough to get an extended conversion for Falcon if he's not able to short hop jump, but
That's great DI. He's going to live it. He'll make it back, but Puff will already be awake. He doesn't hit the knee. The crouch coming out from Hungrybox just immediately out of the jab.
yep. Was he retreating to the platform?
Okay. Oh, all right.
This is that tech,
Get
and
up
again,
attack.
that same situation. And
Oh, it just shoves him under Dreamland.
no opportunity to tech, never got sent into tumble.
Yes.
HBox clutching that game out.
Soft forward airs.
Wizzy's counter pick.
All right.
Gonna push it to game 5, or
Is
are
it
we
gonna
gonna
be
have our
Yoshi's, though?
grand champion crowned?
Where do you think we're going to see here? Because
It's not Yoshi's.
if it's not Yoshi's,
Don't be Yoshi's.
So we've gone to bed. FD was game 1. We had Pokemon game 2, Dreamland game 3, and so now we have FOD and Yoshi's and Battlefield left. I
The
believe.
Battlefield.
I'd say Battlefield. Battlefield seems like the best pick here. You're going to get that opportunity to go ahead and still have those triplats, still be able to work it, and not have to deal with puffs encroaching on your space all the time, getting up in your grill, you know?
But if he does pick Yoshi's story, I'm gonna see if he proves me wrong.
I mean,
But
if
so
he's
far,
able to play the scramble situation, if he's able to work that. But Wizzy's been finding his strength in, like I said, that mid-close range. He needs a little bit more than I think what Yoshi's can afford him.
We'll see. See where he goes. Eventually.
We'll get there. All right. A little adjustment there. Got him dead set on the face, you know?
Yep.
Can't have your gunner sliding off. Back to Dreamland, actually. Unexpected.
Hey,
But, I mean, I think that
it was a close game.
it was a close game, and I think that he can definitely do it. Hungrybox opening up with some fade-in nairs. Catches in.
When we see him starting to track those jumps off the hit stun, fading away with the up air.
Up smash out of shield is counterplayed to Gentleman. Oh, misses it. We're going to get stomped. Yep. Okay, so in that situation, we talked about it previously. That is, you know, he's trying to keep him honest, trying to see if, okay, if you're going to go and buffer roll out of this, or if you're going to go ahead and get out, I'm going to go ahead and grab just to make sure. But he's crouching still. He's able to get that conversion on his own. And off to the top platform as he goes.
Right now, both at scary percents, but honestly, I'm starting to get this feeling that leads just don't matter.
No, they really
So
don't.
whose lead is it anyway?
Welcome to Whose Lead Is It Anyway, where the stocks are made up and the percent doesn't matter.
We got Wizzy hitting like a truck. We've got HBox, the ability to rest.
Oh,
This
goodness.
opening,
That
huge for
grab
Wizzrobe,
out of
turning
up air and
instant.
goes for the nipple spike. Is that Gatsu on stage? Goodness gracious.
Puff, not one of the best with vertical recovery.
Oh my gosh. Just immediately turns around and Gentleman's hurt. Okay, not quite able to get the back air out. Caught him rising with the double jump.
Caught and called out. Soft knee, hard knee, Wizzy. This is, well, I know we
looking
just said leads don't matter, but this is a strong lead to have.
All right, fades low. Techs the dash attack and hits him again, but that's still 30% he didn't have at the start of that, and he even survived that forward air. Managed to get pretty high up. All right.
Although, in a weird way, I almost feel like if I'm Hungrybox, I kind of like this percent a little more, where random little hits don't necessarily convert into grabs quite like they do when he's, you know, basically at 0-20. We saw Wizzrobe. What did he do? He got like neutral air, up air grab.
Yeah, neutral air up air grab was just right off the hit.
This percent, HBox might just fly away and make that. It's not work.
Oh my goodness. All right, yeah, even tracking that through the hit stun, but the counter hits have been so pivotal in this game, in this whole set.
So have Dreamland's Blast Zones, because that was not
Yes.
strong DI from Hungrybox, but he's still living. Busy with the shield break right outside of range.
Okay. I do like that, using that back air to cover the entire platform for shield drop.
Drift away, drifts back in. We've got the aerial dash dance game. Both characters can use it. One of Falcon's most underrated elements is his aerial acceleration.
And again. So HBox having to fade low, otherwise he's going to get tracked out by Wizzrobe for going high. It just seems like there's a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yep, but if
situation
Wizzy guesses
gets
wrong, then HBox is back and he needs to make sure he converts. So right now, HBox doesn't have much more percent until rest is off the table.
Yeah.
You're going to have to make it work with just aerials.
Oh, the nair. Buffers the roll in. Catches him again, and 33%. Ooh, barely misses that initial dash. Barely. Just too late of a percent to be able to hit that.
But hey, if you're HBox, you don't want to be eating these back airs either, whether there's a knee after him or not.
Wizzy has been incredibly cognizant of HBox's edge cancels as well. Oh, the double-double.
At first you don't succeed.
Try again, my friend. All right, down throw. Knee. Game 5.
And that was actually a very delayed knee, but Hungrybox, I don't think he was really interested in trying to survive at that point.
Yeah. All right. Things are heating up, my friend. We had a 3-0 reset to get here. We had a Game 5 winners finals.
Yep. And at this point, not a lot of counter picks left. Hungrybox's strongest ones, FD and Dreamland, both
Already
off
gone.
the table.
They're already gone.
Question was, where does he go? I mean, he could always just
Go
run
to
it back,
Yoshi's,
but that
perhaps.
was really strong showing by Wizzrobe.
Yeah.
So I feel like a change of pace is in order.
You think we'll see Yoshi's come out from Hungrybox in the matchup? I think it's a strong pick myself, but we'll leave it up to the man. He's considered to be the best in the world here at Game 5 at OpTic Arena.
Pushed him far. There's, what is it, second Game 5 set between the two today.
I mean, he's already looked good for the rankings with taking a set in the reset, taking 2, winning a tournament. It's possible.
It all comes down to this.
It does. Gunners steadily affixed to his face, headphones perfectly cushioning his ears. We move in.
And
Back to Dreamland. All right. And immediately just taking his space. His dash dance is immaculate. Just not even wanting to deal with the possibility of a back air. The double jump. Oh, trade-off.
Ooh, that descending up air, very scary to see Hungrybox hit with. He doesn't want to go for that rest. Wasn't quite as confident, or maybe just wanted to avoid any possibility of a trade. After all, Dreamland, huge. Wizzrobe, a smash guy, has been on point. He might have survived.
Yeah, even it was about, what, 35% when that happened? Still, scary stuff. And Wizzy just opting to stay on top platform. Hungrybox wanting to stay below it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are
There
waiting.
was so much movement.
All right.
What has become of us?
I mean, in all fairness, while Wizzrobe is down, he doesn't have an incentive to approach Puff if she's not willing to drift in. And HBox has no incentive to approach a Captain Falcon on the top platform because Stomp is so incredibly disjointed that it's not gonna matter.
And it takes him a couple of jumps to get all the way up there, so Wizzrobe has plenty of time to react, drift away, and possibly sneak under him with an up air. If he catches that up air as he's falling and HBox is in the air, then that's another up air. That's potentially up air, knee. He doesn't want to eat that.
Exactly.
So you just kind of end up in this standoff position where both are happy with where they are, but not happy with how things are. And Wizzy with just a couple hits.
Oh, that catch on the jump.
Percent.
That was almost Ice Climber's like with just how he scoped that out.
Really wanted that knee.
All right. Oh, yeah. Might have been able to sink it in if he hit the initial dash, but...
Once again, it's kind of looking like Game 5 from the first set. That
was that a
little
shield
stab? Just cut that little floof of hair.
Yeah, she is always a little bit exposed on the tip of her ear, even in full shield, I believe. So he must have hit that because that was insane. Yep, good confirm. Just waiting it out.
Rolling, expecting Hungrybox possibly to try and track his jump, but
right to the top platform with him, and again, he'll just go.
yeah, he wants Hungrybox to jump so he can sneak under with that falling up air, because that is how he is getting so much of his damage.
Yeah, he's just forcing these situations where it's like, you need to come for me. Come for me in the air, come for me from side platform. I don't care. If you're jumping enough, I will be there. I'll be waiting.
Man, this is interesting. Hungrybox not used to Wizzy rolling straight at him. The Wizzrobe has gotten away with it several times.
Oh, I think he thought he had ledge there, but...
Yeah, little camera angle mind games right there. We got an even stock game on Game 5 of Grand Finals.
This is tense stuff, folks. They're both just playing so patiently here.
A lot of calm before the storm, because when either of them hits the other, it can hurt big time. Okay.
Already stacking at percent. Not quite able to hit the knee there. Good high and away DI.
Nice timing call on Wizzrobe's approach right there. Hungrybox sneaking away from that up air, getting a little poke of his own.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Oh, just...
Excuse me?
I feel like that was possibly a buffered roll, because if you try and buffer roll with the C-stick...
Yeah, you can get that forward smash sometimes.
Just keeps on holding in. HBox not expecting him to shove in so hard with that neutral air. Catches him with the very end of it, and...
Oh.
Scary position.
All right. Yeah, still trying to shark him. I feel like it's really actually quite hard, because it doesn't seem as though there's a whole lot of positions where Falcon is actually in disadvantage when he's anywhere but close range with Puff. If you're outside of her heat map, I mean, you have all the ability to press the advantage, and wow,
that ground
so
slam.
much coverage. Great tech though. He's been, I don't think he's missed a single one, other than those soft hit forward airs that didn't quite put him in tumble. And still living.
Hungrybox with the drift away. Dreamland again proving why it's his counter pick.
Phantom
clip that's gonna let Wizzy
Oh
back
my
on.
goodness.
Is he
Down
going to
throw.
get this up air?
No.
No.
Air dodge is back on, gets the tech, and we are over 4 minutes into this game, and we are on our third stock. We are on track for the possibility of a timeout here. Wizzy has done it before. Will he do it again? Ops to ledge and begins the hack stash. The procedure complete.
And he is on point. Anytime HBox finds himself off rhythm with his ledge dash, his double jumps, anything like, or sorry, his little short hops and his double jumps, Wizzy is sneaked on with an aerial, found some damage,
Yep.
and even turned it into a small combo. This
Readjust the headphones.
get ourselves a close game.
All right.
Wizzy finds the lead. HBox drags it back.
All right.
HBox maintaining that low profile, since they don't want to get clipped with these falling up airs, make it as hard as possible for Wizzy to do it.
Yep, he is just doing so well. Oh, man. Gets the stomp. Follows and tracks the roll. Oh? Okay.
It's a lot of damage onto Hungrybox in just the blink of an eye.
This is almost, I mean, a lot of the times you'd expect to see Puff die fairly early, right?
Pivot grab, down throw knee. Is that going to take it? Hungrybox is on his last stock. This is match point for both of them.
This is insane. We've come so finally rests him out of the grab. Comes back, gets that stop, but fades back ever so slightly. Last stock here on game 5.
Scared. One little hit away from turning it into a knee combo. Hungrybox one little hit away from turning it into a rest combo. Wizzy jumping away from that jump call. This is it, grand finals, last stock. Both players
catches him. It won't kill quite yet.
Dreamland helping Hungrybox out yet again.
All right, shielding on top platform, waiting out, trying to find a space where he can just get back on the ground, and he finds it.
Rogue playing patient, descends down, turns
jab,
grab,
knee!
Wizzrobe dragging it all the way back from losers. The grand finals reset, game 5 last stock. Your OpTic Arena Super Smash Bros. Melee singles champion, Mr. Free Agent Wizzrobe.
Oh my goodness.
I think he planned out every part of the match, but how to react when he won.
Yeah, this is an M2K Summit look on his face.
And Hungrybox.
Yeah, he just
look at him. He
doesn't know what to do.
You won, Wizzy.
You won, Wizzy. You did it.
You did it, man.
You took 2 sets. You came back from a game 5 winners finals. 3-0'd the man. Took him to game 5 and finished him off with jab, grab, knee.
That was some insane Falcon play coming out from Wizzrobe.
Man, what an absolutely wonderful grand finals.
It's just, there are so many things we could talk about. We could talk about like the little drifts. We could talk about the shield breaks. We could talk about the small adjustments off of things like rest punishes. We could talk about the instant reaction to convert. But mostly the thing people are going to talk about is that he won.
Yes.
Congratulations to Wizzrobe. If anyone is paying attention to the speakers, give Wizzrobe another round of applause for that insane set of Melee.
What a run, too. Coming all the way up to winners finals, dropping down, defeating Absent Page 3-1, and then coming back and doing that. I mean, a lot of us said at the start of this tournament, they said, okay, well, there's a few people here that could probably beat HBox. We have the possibility of Swedish Delight. He's had a rough go of it recently. He had a really solid set just last week at Smash and Splash 4.
Yep.
And we said Wizzrobe could probably do it. He's done it before. And this time, he did it. He did it in full this time, taking a whole tournament over Hungrybox, making a very solid case to go even further in the rankings this year.
Well, everybody, that closes out the singles event here at OpTic Arena. It was my pleasure to cast it for you. I am PGFX Wobbles.
And I am T-Lock Studebaker Hawk. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a blast.
Take care.
Have a great night, guys. Welcome back, folks. We're here with Wizzrobe, winner of Melee Singles here at OpTic Arena, having taken it in 2 sets over HBox. First one, 3-0.